Okay, so Kaiju number 8, right? Before we each give our opinions,
Uh-huh.
right, on the anime. Andrea and you, Kelvin, you guys had a back and forth in the group chat, right? Comparing Kaiju
Yes,
number
sir.
8 and Solo Leveling, right? So Andrea was saying that Kaiju number 8 was better written and then Solo Leveling, and then Kelvin, you were saying the opposite, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna start with Andrea. Right, I guess you gotta bag up your stance on Kaiju number 8. Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, man. I was saying like Kaiju number 8 was better written. Like I remember watching Soul 11, right? Because I watched Soul 11 before Kaiju number 8. And when I watched it, I was like, Soul 11 is really good. You know, it's nice. This guy leveling up. And then I watched Kaiju number 8, right? And mind you, I wouldn't really compare the two until you mentioned that some people say season 1 of Kaiju number 8 is better than season 2 of or then solo leveling combined or something like that. And I'm like, I agree, because when you look at Kaiju number 8, man, like that thing is so good. Like I one thing I mentioned to Galvin was the depth of character. You know, there was like deep breath. Everybody in there had a story, and then you could see, like, you know, one thing I loved about them is how there was that competitive spirit that was helping them to get better between themselves. And this, that you can see the human aspect of every one of them, and you know that was really awesome. Solo leveling, I felt like the world building was a bit narrow, right? We have yeah, we have some characters, right? We have that rich kid who was going along with the guy all the time. We have those elite, you know, heroes or whatever, but that's just it. You know, in this one we have like these guys coming from diverse background. You know, we have even the character himself, the comedy, you know, the humor that they added in this is definitely way more than there is in Kaiju number 8. So if I was to picture the authors in the background, if they were writing the story, right, I would imagine the ones who wrote Kaiju number 8 were having more fun. You know, they were just sitting down and just vibing and going diverse with the whole thing than with Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling was more about the action, which is good, but I don't think it beats Kaiju number 8 in any of other category.
Alright. Kelvin, what do you have to say about that?
Um, my thing is more like, bro, solo leveling is insane, right? Like when you look at the name, it's solo leveling. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly focused on this guy leveling up, right? Where with Kaiju number 8, it has a lot of characters, you know, and with solo leveling they have, I wanna say like uh they're more like extras, you know, like they don't really like contribute much to the anime. They just here to just make the guy look good, right? Or like not even like look good, but they're not even like playing major roles. So with solo leveling, it's more like, bro, we are focused on this one character leveling up his game, right? Kaiju number 8 was super cool. Personally, I think like the first season was better than the second season. Second season was just trash, bro. Like I barely enjoyed it. Like it took, bro, like it killed me because like it took this guy, what, 4 episodes to finally transform. I'm like, bro, seriously? Like it's giving Goku Spirit Bomb. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this just feel
But
like filler episodes, bro. Like, nah, you know. But if we're gonna compare Kaiju number 8 to solo leveling, it's not really fair because like on solo leveling we're focusing on one guy getting better. Kaiju number 8, it's a whole squad, right? And we just watching them like leveling up into beating kaijus, and it's like, okay, cool. So I feel like the comparison isn't really like, it doesn't make sense to compare shit like that, bro. Like if we compare Kaiju number 8 to Naruto or you know, something that has like more characters that contribute to the anime evolving, I feel like that's better. But with solo leveling, I feel like solo leveling could be compared to, what's an anime that's like focused on one character? because we can't even say Dragon Ball or anything because Dragon Ball also has a lot of characters and we keep on watching them get better. But yeah, I feel like the comparison, obviously, like um, even the execution of both animes is different, right? Kaiju number 8 has more comedy, where like Solo Leveling is more focused on the action, and which is like which is good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see anything wrong. And personally, I feel like Solo Leveling each season got better. You know what I'm saying? Kaiju number 8 has two seasons, and I'm still a fan of season one. You know, I'm still a fan of season one. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, like you said about not comparing. So let's be people, right? The people who originated that conversation of season one of Kaiju is better than Soul Leveling in that way. If that conversation were to come up, and then you were to ask, okay, say, which one would you pick if you had to only pick one? I'll definitely pick Kaiju number 8 because, like you mentioned, for the many reasons you were mentioning, you kind of even agree with me, bro. Like the humor, you know, you mentioned Solo Leveling has
Okay, so
action,
you
but
telling me that like
Kaiju also
so
has
like
action.
you telling me that like if you had to
Kaiju also
pick
had
between the two,
Kaiju also had action. Uh huh.
so if you had to pick between the two, you know, like if you had to pick between the two, which one is better? You're gonna watch two seasons of Kaiju number 8, and then you're done. Where with Solo
Yes.
Leveling, nigga, I
Yes.
got a couple of
But there's
seasons. I
still
got
more
more than
season
two
coming.
seasons.
There's
I,
there's still more
I
season
got
coming, and then season two also of Kaiju was a continuation of season one. Literally, they did not even skip anything. They just continued with it, and it just keeps you on the hook of like what's gonna happen next. You know. But
I wouldn't say
hey,
they kept you
man,
on the hook,
yeah, if
bro.
I had to pick
I
one,
wouldn't say they kept you on the hook. Like
and
what
also,
they did with
and
season
also,
two was
you
not
said
really
he
keeping you on the
transformed.
hook.
He
It's kind of like
transformed.
letting me off the hook.
You said
Like I'm not hooked
you
anymore.
said he transformed. He transformed after like the fourth episode or something like that. But
Four
still,
episodes,
man,
yeah.
all those first episodes were interesting. What were the other people doing? That girl with the yellow hair. You see how crazy she was. That captain. I don't keep their names, but that captain. You see how crazy he
Nah, she
was.
was fire. She
They
was
were
fire.
all
She was
amazing,
fire.
bro. It's like,
She
do you
was
know?
fire.
Do you know? Do you know what creativity it takes to keep so many characters interesting in a story, bro? Like, But anyways, sure. If we were to compare them, definitely Kaiju number 8.
Sheesh, I'm taking Solo Leveling
Okay,
any day, bro.
so yeah, obviously, look, obviously, each anime is going to have its own thing, right? That actually is good. Like, for instance, Calvin said, solo leveling, it's in the title, right? It's solo leveling. Now, we can go in depth with it, right? One thing that I took from solo leveling that I really like is that it keeps the character accountable, right?
Mm.
For his own growth. It's like he has like a flipping monitor there, right? That he's only able to see and then sees the task that he has to do. So he's accountable. It was like, well, if I can't get to, if I want to reach a certain level, this is when like art imitates life or life imitates art, right? I'm trying to get to a certain level, right? I need to get to a certain level in order to save my mother. This whole list here, these are my daily tasks that I have to do. I have to run 10 kilometers. I have to do 20 push-ups. I have to fight and beat this other, whatever monster here to acquire some type of weapon so that I can use this weapon to defeat the next level boss, right? It's keeping him accountable, right? Because he's able to see that. That's the aspect that I really love about solo leveling and that you can actually apply that into your own life. Um, Obviously, with Kaiju number 8, it's different, right? We can also find like a deeper meaning with Kaiju number 8. I like Kaiju number 8 as well. I like because Calvin said the second season was trash. I wouldn't call it trash. I think it had a slow start compared to the first season, right? Because with solo leveling, they picked up the pace. So season 2 came and then they picked it from where it left off and then even added some more. But the thing is just like because you get 12, 13 episodes, I do understand why. Um but yeah, like to close it off, I would say that I like both animes. I think Kaiju number 8, you get more depth, right? From like a lot of characters, right? With solo leveling, although it's in the title, that's also one thing that I hope they actually do, where because now we're going to get to meet his father, right? His mom is now awake. Hopefully, there's a backstory on her. There's interesting enough characters on the show to go in depth and really like create that connection. I feel like Solo Leveling is probably missing. I know it won Anime of the Year last year, but that is one point that I would say that it needs to actually show, right? People more depth with the character. The world building is very um linear,